baby. My name is Ross Mandell, and welcome to my show. Boy, it's good to be back today. We're coming to you today live from the Epic Production Studios in Boca Raton, Florida. And I'm coming to you uncut, unfiltered, uncensored, and under arrest. Yeah, it's cute, under arrest. In fact, I was talking to somebody and said, that would be a really cool name for my show, Under Arrest. You see, it would be really cool if I really wasn't under arrest. It's just a cool name. Frankly, being under arrest is nothing to brag about. It's no great shakes. In fact, what's going on is a horror. It is a horror. And don't try this at home. This is only for experts. No need to be living under arrest. A quick recap on me. I'm Ross Mandell, and who am I? Well, why should you listen to me? About a year ago, after spending 25 years on Wall Street, I was arrested by the FBI in a case that involved a firm and firms that I had founded and been a part of. After spending my career building brokerage business downtown on Wall Street and achieving great levels of success and certain levels of notoriety, unfortunately. And I was arrested and charged with 2 counts by the federal government. I was charged by the Southern District of New York, which is downtown. They govern the Wall Street arena. They govern the areas that Bernie Madoff raped and pillaged. Never got charged. Never got investigated until he turned himself in. They govern the arena where AIG sits, came up 175 billion short one day. Nobody knew. This is a heavily regulated business, and nobody knew. They were about $175 billion short. So who is Ross Mandell? I'm a guy that is a hard-working kid, grew up on Long Island, the South Shore, and made my way into Wall Street. Had a lot of fun, partied like a rock star, made a lot of money. Finally hit a bottom. 1990, I was about 33, and came back into the industry as a sober guy. And since 1990, I spent the next 18 years or so achieving tremendous levels of success, and as I said, some notoriety. And it culminated in me leaving the business successfully in a well-done type fashion, moving down to Boca Raton, Florida with my wife, my young wife. She's a 37-year-old woman. I don't know if that's sort of the right thing to say. And I have 2 young kids, 2 beautiful little girls, both 10, one 10 and one 7 years old. And I just want to say hey to my beautiful family, because they're definitely listening and they're definitely watching, and your daddy's life. You're my whole life. So, I get arrested. And what do you do when you get arrested? Essentially, you have a panic attack. You live in fear. And you crawl into bed. You get into a fetal position and you say, oh man, God, what are you doing to me? And I want my mommy, and a whole host of other stupid, idiotic remarks. All which are true, in my case. Full of fear, anxiety, embarrassment, shame. My God, I was paraded and perp walked. You guys know what a perp walk is? When you surrender at FBI headquarters, you get processed, you get fingerprinted, you fill out forms, you get interviewed, like 30 times. The the efficient system of government in this country. It took the FBI about 2 hours to fingerprint me, because they have fancy machines and nobody knew how to use them. And then when they knew how to use them, they didn't work. And then when they worked, they would crash down. So, it's no wonder the government's $10 trillion in debt, because, they're giving out contracts, they're buying equipment no one knows how to use, doesn't work, and who cares? So, finally, they say, okay, we're going to court. So they put the handcuffs on you, and they organize you in a line of what they feel is the most important. And then you know what the FBI does? They say, We didn't arrange this. We didn't arrange this. And I don't know what that means. And I say, what does that mean? And they look you in the eye and they say, well, we didn't call the media. And then they walk you outside. Guy on each shoulder, your hands are behind your back. My head is up because I didn't do anything wrong. I am not guilty of these charges, and I'm fighting them like a crazy person, and I'm going to win. And I want you all to know that because I'm strong and I'm righteous. And that's the story. So you walk outside and it's like Academy Award night. You're like walking the red carpet at the Oscars, except you're not proud of it. You're ashamed, and the FBI guys are trying to push you forward, so you hunch forward. Looks like you're trying to hide your head. That's what I always thought, but it's not the case. They're trying to drag you forward so you look guilty. Isn't that terrible? That's what happens. The whole time they're saying, we're sorry about this, Mr. Mandell. It wasn't our office that called the media. I'm like, who called the media? What was the other guys? Oh, the U.S. attorneys. Yeah. What a shock. You know, find out it's unconstitutional. It's probably illegal, and it's certainly wrong. Flashes are going off. Reporters are screaming. Cameras, people are waving. My God, it is a nightmare. This is what they call the perp walk. This way, by the time you get to court, you declare that you're not guilty. They set your bail arrangement. You walk outside of court. Now you're free. They stress that in America, in our great country, you're innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, sure. You've already been hit up in 100 newspapers, every local and national news story. In my case, I was an international investment banker and stockbroker, and in 100 newspapers, I was declared guilty. I was declared a scumbag. People were quoting me as if they had just interviewed me, and yet I had spoken to nobody but my attorney. I mean, this is America the Beautiful, present day. And, wow. Now, you know, so I decided, what does a lunatic do when he gets wrongfully arrested and wrongfully charged and he's fighting in court? He goes on television. He gets a reality show. Gets a talk show. They start doing a documentary film about his life. That's for this lunatic. And I'm Ross Mandell, and this is why you should listen to me. Give me some attention. Give me some love. Put your arms around me. I certainly need some prayers. Now, you can reach me at rossmandell.com, ross@rossmandell.com, or Facebook me, Ross Mandell. I'd love to chat with you guys because this is what I'm going through right now, live. And but I know what you're going through because there's a sorry state of affairs in America. It's not just the FBI in the Southern District picking on me. It's not. They are picking on me, but they're picking on you too. You see, the people that have raped and pillaged and eviscerated the wealth in the United States, they're walking around free. They haven't been charged. They haven't been arrested. None of them have been perp walked because they're part of a system that is corrupt and is just fucking with us. And, you know, that's not okay. I've got a pretty thick skin, and but I've got children, people I love, and that's just not okay. Now, imagine what you're going through. One day, 10 million Americans woke up, found out they have no more jobs. Now they want to cut the benefits to these people, just like that. Detroit, General Motors, Chrysler into bankruptcy. How about the entire banking system collapsed and failed 2 years ago? It collapsed and failed. People like you and me, taxpayers, American citizens, we had to pony up $650 billion. $650 billion. Secretary of the Treasury, Hank Paulson, got on television and said, we need that money now, and we have no time to tell you where it's going to be. And if you're opposed to this, then you're un-American. You're un-American if you're opposed to this.